Hello, it's Natalie Zangon, also known as Mother Goose, raw and real. So the other day, my neighbor was asking me, and he was telling me, Natalie, there's a lot of things I like about Judaism, but something really bothers me. I said, what is it? He said, I really don't get it. Why in the synagogues that you guys pray at with like the more practicing or orthodox, why is there a separation? Why do the women and men sit with a curtain, a wall, a divider between them, or the women sit on top and the men sit at the bottom? That makes no sense to me. Why are they discriminating? Why are they separating? Why can't they sit together? I said, well, let me tell you. Realistically speaking, men and women's mind and body works very differently. Even biology can explain that to you that men's especially when it comes to their reproductive anatomy and their biological drive and their arousal mode works very very differently than a woman. So men are very distracted by their eyesight and what they see desirable or what they see attractive, and this doesn't even have to do with like where they're holding or how old they are, just their instinct, biological instinct. They have more of a temptation to look and stare and move around. So their concentration is not as focused, when they are in a place where there's a woman, there's, distraction like that. Not only that, men need 10 people to come together as a group to be able to pray. Why? To focus them even more to praying to God. What it takes 10 men to do, one woman, when she prays on her own, is sufficient enough because she makes that direct connection regardless of how many people are there. Then you also have the concept of people, men and women, when they are in one location together, men get distracted a lot easier. When a man is sitting down and praying, and let's say a woman walks into the room, and a woman comes into the room that she's dressed in a very voluptuous way, in a very attractive way, and she has her high heels on, she has her beautiful perfume on, she has her glamour with her. The likelihood of it, about 80%, I would say, of healthy functioning men would get more distracted to look at her walking in versus holding the chumash, holding the siddur, or whatever they were doing and praying, and pay no attention to that. I'm talking about completely healthy male being, men in general, like not in general, sorry, I didn't mean general, men, majority of men would get distracted. They would glimpse, they would look, they would maybe continue to look longer, some might look shorter, but their concentration is out the door. When that comes in, their spiritual, factual concentration is no longer in place the way it was. Women can continue to have their connection with God regardless of who comes in and God. If they're emotionally praying and connecting to God, not many things can distract them. But with men is very, very different. Men were created biologically different. Men desires are different. Men's focus is different. So this is why when you genuinely want to pray to God and God is your first, God is your all, and you want to put your full attention to God, you need to put men in a room with other men focusing on praying. You need to create an environment for them so that they don't get distracted because they are biologically driven to get distracted a lot faster, and especially when you have the female energy coming in, sitting in front of them, behind them, right next to them. The likelihood of that concentration being fully, I don't know. I'm not sure about that. So this is why we have these obligation in place. There's a time and a place. At the synagogue, when we're praying and meditating with God, it's all about God, and it should be with meditating and praying to God and not getting distracted by other things. This is Natalie Zangon. Thank you for listening. Would love to hear your feedback on zangonnatalie@gmail.com.